If I needed to hire a developer, would I pick somebody from big tech or somebody from a startup? Honestly, probably neither. Stick around to see what I would do instead. I've worked fairly evenly across big tech, medium tech, and small tech, and there's a fundamental difference in mindset that you have to have when working at each of these, especially between the small tech and the rest. Working at small tech, your runway is usually very well known, usually down to the week, if not the day, and this makes you hyper aware of what you need in order to survive. And with that, you iterate very quickly, or at least you should be. You're trying new things constantly and seeing what sticks, and then trying again the next day. At big tech or even medium tech, this is much different. Your runway is virtually unlimited, and that means that you're not in survival mode, and that doesn't drive innovation or iteration. That is with one exception. When bigger tech wants to bet big, they can, and sometimes that outweighs being first to market. We've seen this in the big move to AI. The big tech companies are just better positioned to build the foundation. But here's what all of these have in common. You're always sacrificing something by working at one versus the other. At big tech, you might be sacrificing agility and speed of iteration, and at small tech, you might be sacrificing quality and deep knowledge of systems at scale. So if you've only ever worked at big tech companies, you may not have any of the skills for some of the newer technologies or open source offerings, as there's usually a bigger push for internal versions. Or at big tech, you won't be focusing on some of the smaller aspects of software development, like standing up a service or handling DevOps or implementing a full stack application. And if you've only ever worked at a small tech company, you may not have the skills to build a strong software infrastructure for your business to scale with. Eventually you might get there, but you're usually more concerned with speed to market instead of longevity and stability. So back to the question of who I would pick. I would pick developers that have a good range of background between small and large tech, ones that bounce around between the two or ones that live in one and do personal work in the other. Without the cross-training, I really think you need to be hiring for a specific purpose like scaling the business or fast-paced R&D. If you're interested, message me your background. I'd be very interested to see where you're at. And I'm posting every day, so I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.